Hello everyone, Percy7 here, back with some more BTD6. It's been a while, but anyways, I return with seeing if you can beat chimps with only the Beast Handler. This guy is pretty busted if you ask so myself, which I guess does happen with whenever an NGQ kind of releases a new tower or a new thing. It usually ends up being pretty busted at the beginning, but eventually with more than enough balance changes, they kind of reduce it down to an acceptable power level. I think Orca, I think it was top path that got hit with the most buffs. I think Megalodon had its like boss damage reduced, I think it was, or something along the lines. And Orca, I think, also needed like I think it was like a bug fix or like a rework or something that made it so that way it didn't like do kind of an excessive amount of damage to kind of bads. But yeah, hopping over on log chimps to see if it even is possible. Haven't done any testing at all because I like to live life on the edge. But my strategy right now is going to be like bottom path heavy. I kind of need that for DDTs come around 90 and 99. I do know that bottom path can attack DDTs, but you know, that's the only path they can actually see DDTs because this is the only path they can see camo. So this is definitely going to be a bottom path heavy run. We will be using the other paths, as I think Tyrannosaurus can be used for kind of for mob damage and like maybe utility. Yeah, but mob damage and utility, as well as some early game potential, as Adasaurus and Velociraptor I think are pretty good early game options. Top path, I'm not really sure if it's going to be seeing much use. It might be helpful for something like 98, as I do know that Orca at the max power is able to take down a ZOMG, which might be useful for that round, although we'll just have to wait and see. Now for something like 24, I need to make sure I budget enough for an Adasaurus, and I think this is where I want my tier 5 bottom path. I'm actually going to merge just that way we can get a max power owl. I think that's a smart thing to do. Not really sure if it's better than like 2 horned owls, or if it's just like better to have 2 horned owls versus a max power horned owl. I'll just have to read the wiki once that gets fully updated to kind of test that out and see. 15 is looking a bit brutal. Can you get the yellow? Thank you. And I think this is where I want Adasaurus, just because Adasaurus does do a decent amount of damage. I think it like one-shots whites and blacks, and I think that's equivalent to I think like 6 damage. I think it is. It's either 6 or 7, I think it is. Alright, Adasaurus now. And then I think we should be fine all the way up to the mob, and so I guess I'll maybe rush Golden Eagle. I do want to get the tier 5 bottom path as soon as possible. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but I'm just going to start calling it Big Bird. That's what it's going to be called now. We have Big Plane, so I don't see the reason why we can't have Big Bird. And so I think next I might want to rush Velociraptor. I don't see why not. And I think Velociraptor might be the best mob damage I might have at the moment. Great White might be equivalent in terms of mob damage, but I can't really be 100% sure. Actually, change of plan. I'm actually going to go for Golden Eagle next. I think we don't really need an Adasaurus or Velociraptor, I should say. I think we can avoid it as we're kind of barely holding on. Just as long as Eagle can clean up, I think we're kind of fine. Or Owl, I should say. Keep calling it Eagle even though it's an owl, but whatever. Also, we are unintentionally stalling. Please don't be an infinite farm. Can you hurry up? Thank you. Well then, I guess we have a new stalling tactic now using Horned Owl. Now we sure how it's going to be useful. Now you might be wondering how I'm going to pop camo leads on round 59. Don't worry, I have a plan in mind that involves middle path. Now I think I am going to go for top path right now. I don't see a reason why not to. So I guess I'll put it here-ish. I don't see why not. I'll get Barracuda down, and then I can cross path this guy with Owl, just so that way get some more degree on the Eagle. And then hopefully Condor can solo most camos. So let me merge you, and then we'll go for Owl. I'm not really sure if I want to go for Great White. I think I still do want to rush Condor, just so that way we're fine against camos, as well as making sure we budget enough money for Big Bird. Mob damage is looking kind of pitiful, if I'm being honest. Could you guys maybe do a little bit better? I am pretty close to Condor. Or do I need Great White? I think I need Great White. I mean, that's fine, but it would have been better if I didn't need it. And Great White should be enough to hopefully be able to pop the mob layer. Yep, Great White's pretty good. I feel like top path is like a balanced version of Balloon Chipper. Like, this is kind of how I feel about Great White and top path in general. There's like a balanced version of Balloon Chipper. Yes, it is able to suck in fortified bats, but the tower costs like $110,000 on hard mode. And this doesn't include like the tier 4s that you're going to need as well. Yeah, and the tier 4s is 17k. Alright, Condor acquired now. Camo should hopefully be a non-issue, as well as smaller mob class balloons. Next, I'm going to go for T-Rex. And I'm not really sure if I want to crossbow this guy with top path or middle. I guess maybe top. I think Orca. I think getting Orca up to... Yeah, I think getting Orca up to max power I think might be better than getting Tyrannosaurus. And apparently we're still bad against camos, even with the Condor. That's not really good, as I don't have a lot of money to spend for this round. So the only thing I can really do is maybe pray and see if I can get up a Horned Owl in time. I don't think I can. Or I think I can maybe merge and see if that helps. If I can maybe try and micro it. Does it still do 2 damage? It's hard to see what range I can even put this in. Or actually I can put it in range of all handlers, I just realized. So it's kind of a pseudo helicopter. Yeah. Attack speed is just way too slow. I need another Horned Owl. And I think I'll put it here. Alright, another Horned Owl. Hopefully Horned Owl and Condor can clutch this up. Man, this pink rush is deadly. And I think Horned Owl is just kind of all we needed. Yeah, so I think I need to get max power Condor kind of ASAP, but I do want Tyrannosaurus Rex, so I am going to avoid buying more stuff. Also, I think we're kind of creating a Regal farm this round. Hopefully we can contain it. No, we're farming hard. And not in a good way. Alright, so I need to micro this so that way it's attacking around the same time Condor is. Since we're staggering the damage, which we don't want, that's kind of why we're farming. And the attack speed is just so slow. Let's see if merging helps. I doubt it, but who knows? Only 25, not even halfway. I think the issue is just this targeting. The targeting is kind of bad, in my opinion. Owl? Is that good enough? Come on, get that purple, thank you. And I think we're good. I think we avoided, we avoided farming, which is setting us behind for T-Rex, but I think it still should be fine. Camo Cerams this round might be a problem. Don't make me buy anything, please. I know the owls are strong enough to grab Cerams, but it's just the problem of damage. We don't need them to, like, grab them. We just need to pop them. I think it's working okay. I think we're stalling the ceramics long enough that they're able to be popped. So I'll just buy this mid-round and hope I don't regret that decision. There's a rainbow. Can you get it? Thank you. It's looking bad. There we go. Alrighty. Yes, this is how we're going to pop the Camel Heads on 59. I'm assuming that one Tyrannosaurus Rex is going to be enough. So I need to make sure that ability is up for round 59. This round's going to be annoying. Thankfully, Tyrannosaurus can hit Camo with the ability. Do I want to move it anywhere? Maybe like kind of in the center here? It still should be up for 59. Do we even need it is the question. It seems that the answer is no, thankfully. Tyrannosaurus Rex is so big, I kind of want to put it in place where it won't clutter up the towers as well as still many decent spawn. I think here is fine. I'll use it now, and we got all of them in one fell swoop. Nice. Thankfully, 59 is the only round with Camel Heads for a little while, so we should be fine there. And I think T-Rex is good against 63, so we should be fine for that round. I'll use the ability, and I think that just straight one-shot that BFB. This round has even more camos, or it's just camo rainbows, so kind of the fortified mobs might be a bit of an issue. Wait, we're kind of farming here. I'll use that, and hopefully we can stall long enough with the F mobs for 63. If we even pop them, yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, nice, we're stalling, perfect. Okay, so the ability will be up in time for wave 1. Let's see how we are without it. T-Rex does one-shot Cerams, so we might be good here. Yeah, pretty easy round. Camo fortified Cerams this round, nice. This is definitely a T-Rex round. When do I want to use it? I'll use it now. Alrighty. Think that was good timing. Hey, can you pop these? There we go, thank you. More camo fortified Cerams this round. I'm kind of short of another Condor, so definitely going to be a T-Rex moment. When do I want to use it is the question. How about now? They're still coming in, but thankfully we have a third Condor. Actually, no, that's gonna buff up this Condor. But I think that should be fine. And I don't think I'm gonna merge the another Condor until we get past 78. 78 is gonna be the last round with camos for a little while. Alrighty, here comes 78. Hopefully the Camos wave 1 isn't gonna be an issue, which it's not. It's just really the second wave of ceramics are gonna be annoying. If T-Rex doesn't get them all, I'm not really sure if 2 Condors is gonna be enough. This guy seems more utility than damage anyways. So I think that's kind of why T-Rex is definitely the start of the show here with 150,000. Yeah, I definitely need some help. So let me use Rex ability now. And we won't have it up for 79, I just realized, but hopefully that round will be no issue. Yeah, it seems that 2 Condors and T-Rex is holding off your ghost quite nicely. Alright, here comes round 80. Let me merge this guy. Then here we are. Pretty close, actually. We're only like 12k off. This is assuming that we can even be able to beat this round anyways. Hopefully the answer is yes. I'll just use the ability at the start just to give more time. And then hopefully T-Rex does decent damage. I don't really want to buy Orca if I don't need to, but Orca will be my get out of jail free card if Condor just isn't good enough. And Condor doesn't even, is a chip ignoring the ZOMG, which is fine because all we really need to do is pop it and then we're good. I think Condor can stall the BFB insides pretty nicely. Also I need to micro you. I need to get you here. I need as much damage as possible on that ZOMG. So Condor can do its job, thank you. Then yep, there goes Condor, straight up stalling BFB insides infinitely. Now I'm hoping that Super Ceramics aren't going to be a problem. I'm assuming that this guy is good against Super Cerams. If not, I'm not really sure what I want to do. Condor is thankfully stalling them pretty nicely, but I think I need to move Tyrannosaurus Rex pretty soon. Where do I want to move it? I'm thinking maybe like here-ish. Yeah, here-ish might be good once it gets out of range. I'll do it now actually. And then I'll stop sometime soon if I even need to. Condor is actually really cracked now that I think about it. It's just early game camos, using it as like your main camo detection is brutal. I'll use it now just to stun. And then that's it, easy 81. And it should get even easier once we get Big Bird. Alrighty, Big Bird has been acquired. Nice. Alright, so I'm actually gonna cross path and then this guy. And we need to get Big Bird to full power. I think that's kind of what I want to do. So I think I'm gonna need to buy more Condors, which I think is fine because I think Big Bird is good enough to, yeah, Big Bird's cracked, so this isn't gonna be an issue. The only issue is like bad damage, but I think we should be able to, eke out enough bad damage as long as we can get Orca up to like a decent level. What does this guy even do? Let's see. A bird so large that can pick up and carry off and destroy almost any number of balloons of almost any size requires 3 additional Condor handlers to control. And then I think it's just what, like 2 more Condors will get this guy up to max. I'm not even sure if we even need it up to max anyways. I think maybe going for Orca next might be best, as I think Orca is going to be my best option for bad damage. If only Gigantosaurus is a little bit cheaper, I'd go for that instead, but there's just no way you can afford it in Chimps, like realistically. All right, here come DT rounds. Big Bird should easily be able to carry this. Yep. Like I said, DTs I definitely need Big Bird for. Orca has been afforded. And let's see here. Yep, 93 is going to be a no problem round. Hopefully not 95 is going to be the same way. I do have a T-Rex stun if I need it. Hopefully the answer is I won't need it. So let me get another handler here so that way I can get best of both worlds. I can both merge for this guy as well as Condor. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how round 95 is. We have a 114 out of 132 power Condor, or Big Bird. And if that's not enough, I'm not really sure what else to do, except for a stun, but I mean, there's only so much I can really do. I think DTs are kind of pushing, because this guy's not doing damage. Actually, he is, but he's just kind of moving it. I'll stun that DT. There was getting pretty far. Then I'll move him back to where he was. How much damage, how much DPS does this guy even do? That's actually quite a lot. He's way surpassed, yeah, he like way surpassed Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's see how he is against Fortifieds. Fortified ZOMGs, yep, pretty easy. Then Orca taking down a whole Fortified BFB. And they're only like 2 degrees away, so I'm not gonna get Condor, and I think I'm just gonna focus on Orca for now. 98's pretty easy. Yeah. Pretty easy beast handler only chimps, if I do say so. Assuming that 99's gonna be trivial, I'll use T-Rex stun if I have to. I'll use it now. And then, yeah, the only thing that's left is the bad. So going this round with like 11,000, I'm just gonna buy you. And we are 41 of 64. Its BAD damage actually isn't too terrible, so it doesn't even seem like I need to invest in Orca anyways. Seems that Bottom Path is kind of a jack of all trades. Which I guess makes sense, seeing as like you do need to spend a lot of money to even get the other handlers in the first place, as well as just even affording this guy straight up as well. But yeah, beast handler only chimps at 1.5 million pops. Impressive. This is actually pretty fun and interesting to kind of see. Check out how all the beast handlers work. Unfortunately, like Bottom Path is the only tier 5 you're realistically going to be able to afford in chimps anyway. There's no way you're going to be able to afford Gigantosaurus, and Megalodon is straight up out of the question. In chimps mode anyways. In other modes, yeah, it's pretty fun. So that was that. You know, if you enjoyed the video, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and join Discord. Link is down below in the description. Have a nice day.